Welcome to Primecast. My name is Jesse,
My name is Wyatt.
and we're doing Primecast a little bit earlier this week, just kind of on the fly, because the opportunity came. He's not doing anything right now. I'm not. We usually try to record on Fridays, and
We have enough to talk about right now, so.
yeah. While it's relevant anyway,
hmm
and plus, I quit my old job today. Yep, and I had an interview yesterday. I was offered a job the same day. I'll be starting Monday, so I'm taking a few days off. So that's why I'm having a lot of free time at the moment.
Awesome.
I'll be working third shift now, which is quite a change for me. But I'll be working Monday through Thursday. It was 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. So it's be a little bit rough at first, but yeah, I think it'll be good. I'll be able to spend more time with my family that way, and that's something I've been really wanting to do.
Yeah, what it seemed like lately has been like I get up in the morning to go to class, and you're already up, and then by the time I'm talking on Twitter, you're like, I'll be home later, so I can't record till like 11 because I gotta spend time with the family. So
Yeah. So this way, I'll be having Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off all the time. So it'll be just easier overall. I'm kind of a night owl anyway, so I don't think it'll be hard for me to adjust to that work schedule. And that's about it. As far as new purchases go, nothing I bought, but I do have the prime figures of the revealers and what was that second one? Powerizer. First wave shipping to me should be here tomorrow, so I'll be having all the deluxes and another Megatron here tomorrow, and my two first edition Optimus Primes have just entered the United States, so I should have them hopefully by Friday or Saturday.
oh sweet, you'll be able to bask in the awesomeness for the next
Yeah,
show to.
yeah, really fucking jealous that you got yours first because I watched your review on it tonight, and yeah, yeah. I can't wait to get mine because just looking at more and more comparisons, I just really, 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 really hate the new figure.
I don't hate it. I
I
do see
hate it.
myself.
I'll
I
get
see
it.
myself picking it up. I do not hate it.
I'll get it just for review purposes,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably return it just to get my opinion out there, so I can just for the record. But oh man, there's not unless I'm like really really surprised when I pick it up. I cannot see myself giving that any sort of a positive review.
I just kind of wanted to, for scale purposes, and to kind of just toy with. Well, the first edition is the apex of Prime figure so far.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Bulkhead are, oh man,
Yeah.
so fancy
Oh,
thing.
speaking of trades, well, I just mentioned to you, I'll be working on in light of Toy Fair, which was this weekend. We saw the new bulkhead, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I'm working on another trade
Mm.
to get a hold of a couple bulkheads, a couple cliff jumpers, and a deluxe Starscream. Now I know I said that I would never get the deluxe Starscream that I was going to hold for the Voyager one,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, so that kind of backfired on me. So, I mean,
it's good.
it kind of sucks right now having to do all this shit just to have a decent figure of a character. It fucking sucks. But before we get to Toy Fair, you want? I hear a train in the background.
Oh, yeah, but I live by train tracks. But yeah, hey, it adds ambience, so you're welcome.
You said you wanted to talk about something before we got to Toy Fair, and that was ToyWiz, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned something about Twitter, and but for all those people that that are silly enough not to follow us on Twitter because we mention it every episode.
Hey
Uh,
guys, follow us on Twitter.
yeah,
Same names, but
we talk a lot.
we
Um,
talk a lot on Twitter.
so what exactly has been going on with you and ToyWiz as far as everything? Like
Well,
start from the beginning.
Pretty much back in late January or so, I kept growing increasingly weary of the first edition figures not coming out or being scarce. So I looked around on the internet for the cheapest first edition Cliff Jumper pre-order or just order to throw down. I found ToyWiz, and they had a picture up for the first edition Cliff Jumper in package, but they did not have it listed as Transformers Prime First Edition. They just had it Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper figure ships February, and the picture was of the first edition figure in the package. And next to it, they also had first edition Starscream, first edition Bumblebee, and RC. None of them said first edition, but they were of those figures. So I threw down a pre-order, and after shipping, it was $20. And they never changed it. I emailed them and asked them after we got confirmation that the figures had been canceled. I emailed them and I asked, Hasbro has said, these figures are being canceled for the United States. Are you guys still releasing them? Are you guys importing them? Because I haven't gotten any statement from you guys saying that my order's been canceled or changed. And they never responded to me. And when my figures shipped late last week, I think it was Friday or Thursday, I got my email and I got shipping confirmation. Here's your tracking number. It's shipped. And here's your invoice. Well, when I go to the web page to check the item, the package picture has been changed to the Robots in Disguise Revealer Cliff Jumper, but the product images of it out of the box are still first edition. And I personally, trailing off real quick, I don't really care for ToyWiz. I think their prices are ridiculous, their selection's awful, and I find them to be just unpleasant to deal with. And I refrain from ordering them from them whenever I can. Of course, the one time I do.
I've never ordered from ToyWiz before. I've looked through their selection before, and I just said, yeah, I'd rather go somewhere else and go here.
Yeah, and they honestly don't know what they're doing because product pictures are not what you're getting, apparently. And I emailed them, and to a company like Big Bad Toy Store where I've had problems before, I've emailed Joel at Big Bad Toy Store, and he's a pretty reasonable guy. Me and him have had personal conversations before, not personal conversations, but dealings before. And he's a pretty chill guy. He'll go with it. But the people at ToyWiz, they have, an office full of people that are just assholes. And that's exactly who responded to my emails. Because my email was pretty hostile. I cannot say it word for word, but I emailed them saying, hey, I just got shipping confirmation for a figure I didn't fucking order. If I get it and it's not the figure I ordered, something's got to give. And of course I got it. And this is, I have the emails opened right here. This is my email to them. I said, I'm writing again because my accusation was correct. My order for the Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper did come in as the wrong figure. I would really like to know the reason, and I was kind of more polite in this. I'd really like to know the reason why my order was not.
So you did get the revealers?
Yeah,
Cliff Jumper?
I got a second revealers one. And
that would piss me off.
Yeah, I said I would really, and also me and my girlfriend, we recorded us opening it, so they couldn't say how do we know? We have it on tape that as we open up this unopened box, it was revealer, and but I would really like to know the reason my order was not updated. Also, is there a way to receive the product I ordered? Transformers Prime Deluxe First Edition Cliff Jumper. I pre-ordered this item in late January, and it was under the correct item name, description, and pictures were a completely different figure. The one I pre-ordered. I'd really like to remain civil in this, but it's most difficult when most recent email has gone ignored. I'd really like a reason why this happened and why I was not updated on the status of my order, telling me what I'm paying for is not coming. Please respond. Thank you. And this, normally in these types of situations, I do try to remain civil. But I have to, and this is on the record, so it really sucks that I have to say this on record because, as a personality, I'd like to refrain from remaining so much of a douche. But this cunt is trying to tell me what the fuck I ordered and what I'm trying to do. And so I get this email back. I did try contacting you on the phone number provided with your order. However, that number is invalid. You had ordered, in quotations, Transformers Prime Deluxe Action Figure Cliff Jumper pre-order ships January, which was not a first edition figure. Listen to this. This is awesome, too. Hasbro canceled off most first edition Transformers and will be releasing them in different waves. I looked to see if there was an error in our system. However, on both of our systems, the order that you had placed above was not for that item, not the first edition. If any further questions, please feel free to contact us directly, toll free at the. Thank you, Christina. Excuse me.
Oh shit.
And I just kind of ignored the first part of her trying to tell me that, these are toy companies, but they obviously didn't feel free to indulge me that they'd canceled them before. Um, and so they obviously don't care enough to really tell me what's going on with these. So how do they know they're being released in different waves? Yeah, Hasbro said they're going to try, but that doesn't mean shit. And we just had Toy Fair. Wouldn't they let us know then that they actually were? Anyway, and then my response was pretty much, if this was so, why was the picture for the first edition? Also, why was the description for the first edition not the Robots in Disguise mainline version? The pictures of the actual out-of-box figure is of the first edition. How is this not misleading? The pictures are also still the same for the first edition figure right now. So, Jesse, if you went to ToyWiz right now, I'll show you.
I'm going to ToyWiz right now.
And check it, and look at the clip jumper. The robot mode and vehicle mode picture is for the first edition.
All right, let me look.
And the description is for the first edition. Transform the figure, back and forth to reenact your favorite battles from the Transformers Prime animated series. And this has been about 2 days. They haven't responded yet either. So,
are you sure? Oh yeah, there. Oh well, that's some. Well, not right now. It says that one's canceled by manufacturer, and they do have the RID Prime one.
Well, look at the RID Prime one.
It says
check out the picture.
Pre-order.
Here, let me look it up real quick.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, when I ordered that was a picture of the first edition.
And now, yeah, they do have a picture of the first edition as out of the box.
Yeah.
Huh. Those motherfuckers. Includes Bandelhammer.
I really don't care for owning a second one because I kind of fucked up the face of my first one. But, I didn't fuck it up. I tried modding it and I haven't finished. But, it's really unfortunate, a company you're already hesitant about dealing with, you want it to go smoothly. No, they fuck you over in the end. And, given, they didn't fuck me over, but, and then this girl, after me being displeased, she gets really snotty in her email. I don't appreciate that at all. And, it's still, I'm not going at this, saying, yeah, I knew it, or, I'm not saying I knew it wasn't first edition, because I didn't. And they did have the one up there for canceled manufacturer. Well, why do you have the other one? If you don't have an image of what you're pre-ordering, you're not supposed to put up any image. And really, really disgusts me, to be honest. And then look, also, I don't know if you're still on the page or not, but check out the images, or not the images, the prices for these figures. Voyager Megatron Transformers Prime, new, $30. Deluxe Soundwave, $34.99. Deluxe Wheeljack, $19.99.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I do not like ToyWiz. I do not.
The Primecast is now official against ToyWiz.
So, and I don't know. I like remaining objective as a personality, but this is the part where I just say fuck it. But besides from something I didn't mean to buy, I didn't really get anything else this week except for... Did I get anything this week? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Oh, well, technically, I got a camera.
I haven't got anything yet. Not else, but remember how I mentioned in a previous episode that I got a new TV?
Yeah.
Well, I actually returned that one. And
wow.
This weekend, I'm going to be buying a bigger one, better one.
Ooh, nice.
We decided that the 43-inch was too small for us. We're going to get a 55.
I'm pretty sure my TV in my room isn't even 32-inch, so.
The one I've had for several years that did go up into the bedroom is now back in the living room is a 32.
Is it flat screen?
Yeah, it's full HD. It's just small.
I would love to have a 32-inch full HD in my room. I think that'd be perfect, and to have my PS3 hooked up too. And I went to this might sound weird. I went to this little store called Roses. It's pretty much one of those discount, almost knockoff stores, and they have some cheap furniture. They have some cheap black bookcases. They actually look nice. I'd like to get some stuff from there and kind of refurnish my room a little bit for displays and maybe a new TV stand if I were to pick up a new TV once I get a job over the summer. So,
Um, another little
I
something.
also
Okay.
also real quick, I just throw this out there before I forget. I also do have a trade going to be going on in the near future for a first edition Cliff Jumper, so I'll be getting that.
I'll be getting 2 of them. So
Fuck you.
suck it.
Well, I got Prime first, so it's okay. Hey, you're getting 2 bulkheads. The one, I had even considered trading my Takara one for a Hasbro one. 2 actually, because I could get you one because as I knew it, let's turn this into a segue. I knew the RID one would look awful.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we're going to go ahead into Toy
Unless
Fest.
you had anything else to say.
Well, not really. Just saying that the season premiere of Transformers Prime is this Saturday.
Yep, this Saturday, along with Rescue Bots.
Oh, before we get on to Toy Fair, oh my God, do we have to talk about the other cancellation that really pissed me off?
Let's do that now before we talk about toy reveals. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So another way that Dark of the Moon toys got fucked over is that Human Soundwave, Deluxe Soundwave, and Deluxe Leadfoot all got canceled for the U.S.
And Deluxe Cube.
And Wheeljack, yeah. And I'm now I consider myself pretty fortunate that I actually managed to get the Japanese versions of both Q and Soundwave. But I was holding out for the U.S. release of Leadfoot just because the Japanese one doesn't have target symbols or numbers on it for whatever reason. And now I wish I would have got him because that's the only way you'll be able to get it, apparently. And now, that really upsets me. I mean, are they just now abandoning the United States as far as good figures, apparently?
Oh, well, real quick before I go on to my complaining that I will be hard pressed to own a Deluxe Soundwave. 2 more hints of bad news. You know that, well, it's bad news for some. My friend Seth, it is bad news for him. That 2-pack also of first edition Bumblebee and the first edition Starscream.
Mm-hmm.
They come with the Mech Trooper and Silas.
Yeah.
Asia exclusive.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
And this also means more, like 99.7%, we're not going to get a Leader Megatron or Shockwave. Leader Megatron especially.
It's disappointing, son.
It is, Dad.
I was really I was really fucking looking forward to Leader Megatron. Just to to be save the best for the last. Because he would have been, if they really put forth the effort like they did with the ROT of Megatron and the Starscream, if they put forth that kind of effort into a really
even
good Megatron with that awesome design and just so much potential. Oh man!
Even if they would have put enough effort that they did to like Leader Ironhide, it would have been good enough.
Mm-hmm.
That I would have enjoyed it more than.
Which really fucking pisses me off more that they wasted a whole mold for a Bumblebee.
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
Leader Bumblebee for Dark of the Moon.
Actually, that was slated. That was slated right after Revenge of the Fallen. They gave Ironhide Megatron's spot. But still, Ironhide's a better figure, so they should have given Ironhide Bumblebees and.
Yeah, I could live without Shockwave. Megatron is the one that I really, really wanted.
This is, of course, really pessimistic and really, really over dramatic. But I was talking to my friends earlier on Skype, Seth and Gary, and I wasn't really being serious, but at the same time I was, but I didn't mean it in a legitimate way. If Hasbro is really going to keep doing this, they should just really tell the United States to go fuck themselves and stop distributing here because we're really not getting anything. And we were getting ready for these new Dark of the Moon toys that people actually wanted. We got how many Bumblebees and Skids and Mudflap and shit. Not saying they're bad toys, but So this is for sure now that there's not going to be any mold of Dino
Yeah,
and
I know. There was supposed to be a Human Alliance Dino.
Alliance. Yeah, but nope. And I'm kind of happy. I can live without Leadfoot though. There is a possibility I might be getting one, or I could get one. But I got Human Alliance, so it's not that big of a deal. I can live without Q. Pictures will do me fine for him, and but I already had a space on my shelf saved for Deluxe Soundwave.
Hmm.
And I cannot find him in stock anywhere on the internet. I cannot.
It
So,
sucks, man. And,
man,
and and it's really fucking ironic because in the last episode of the best and worst of 2011, you described as U.S.
distribution.
as a something you really want to see improve in.
It was
Fuck
looking
it,
to as well.
in the first 2 months, that's backfired full force. Unbelievable. Well, let's actually go on to something good to talk about, and that would be Toy Fair, which might as well have been, as far as Transformers, the Prime show, because that's all they really had.
That is actually all they had. They had nothing else. Well,
Uh,
no, okay, they had Generations,
yeah, which is all video game.
which is good.
Yeah, which is good. But there's a bunch of little shit that I'm not really too interested in. I'm sure some people are interested, like as far as the bot shots,
Hmm.
which are, I mean, they're neat for little kids, but I don't think
They remind me of a Tactics. That's what makes them interesting. I remember a Tactics. I used to play the Star Wars Tactics game like third grade in
I
class.
don't even know what that is.
A Tactics? Oh, you don't remember a Tactics? Pretty
No.
much, it was this little game of. It started off with Star Wars, but then they got Transformers. Pretty much you had this figure, and on the bottom of it you had a little roller to where you rolled it, it clicked, and it had a little indicator wheel to where whatever it landed on, that depended on what you did. If you had like a stormtrooper, you had a gun into where you could shoot, you could attempt to shoot down your enemy. It's pretty much like a charge game. And if you had like a Jedi, like let's say you had like Anakin, and he had a lightsaber, you would turn him to the side and he could hit your enemy. And if you knocked him down or not, then awesome. If you didn't, well, you're probably gonna die. It was just fun for kids. Bot shots reminds me of it, but less actiony. But that's what a tactics is.
I'm not sorry to say I don't remember those.
I have a box of them. They're awesome. When we
So,
meet, we're play tech.
so first thing that I want to talk about is the Generations line, which is basically just Fall of Cybertron toys. And the ones that they had at show were, the first ones were the Combaticons, which all in all looked okay individually, but they all combined to form a very fucking awesome looking Bruticus.
Awesome or awful?
Awesome.
Okay, good. Because yeah, I have a lot to say about him.
What do you have to say?
Go on. We'll talk about other figures later. We're gonna segue this.
Okay. Well, I think it looks awesome. I'm really digging it. And also they showed Deluxe Optimus Prime.
Looks good.
Looks simple.
I dig that though. War for Cybertron Deluxe Optimus was not I wasn't I liked it. I do not dislike the figure, but I'm
Right.
not too keen on it. That is
The
today I was
transformation can cause a migraine.
yeah, today I was talking to my friends about Optimus Prime figures. Each one of the Optimus Prime figures in my collection that I have, each of them holds a really resonant place for me. Each of them has kind of like their own little story and spot. The one that doesn't is War for Cybertron Optimus. So I don't know. The figure's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Also, a deluxe Shockwave looks very very cool. Its vehicle mode is kind of confusing though.
it's a tank blaster thing. I don't care. Shockwave
And Jazz.
looks cool.
It looks very G1. It doesn't. It looks like it just kind of took the G1 model and just put detail on it, just to look more Cybertronian, like little lines and whatever, little lines on the wheel.
Isn't bad.
No, it looks good.
Looks simple too.
And that's about it as far as Fall of Cybertron. Now,
Yep.
what are you going to say about Bruticus?
Well, pretty much my whole thought about all of them. Optimus, like I said, I pretty much already stated him. He looks cool. I'm finally actually excited for a video game Optimus Prime. But Jazz also looks cool. I'm really pleased to not see a Bumblebee, and
Because Bumblebee is basically going to be the same design.
yeah. And honestly, even the Megatron's kind of changed. I really don't care if we get a figure of him or not because I'm still extremely pleased with the War for Cybertron figure.
Yeah, me too. I
Uh,
really love that figure. It's very, very, very nice.
Really good figure.
Mhm.
And Shockwave looks really nice. I think that figure just looks great. Like, I'm so glad they're actually doing Shockwave. Now, Bruticus. Everyone on the internet, it seems, is tearing this figure apart. I don't care who you are or what you say. This figure could have looked 10 times worse. Nobody, a modern collector of Transformers, can say that they're not going to buy it. This figure's going to be a wave. Bruticus is wave 2 of Generations 2012. And so you have one figure probably per case or two. This figure is not going to be that hard to find. And modern day, you get to track down, and they're doing something different, with like Energon and Power Links. You had one Scout class figure with, or no, that was one deluxe with 4 Scouts, which pretty much came as a gift set. You get to track down combiner figures now. I like this idea a lot because you don't do this anymore. Transformers fans don't do this anymore. We haven't gotten a combiner since I think Revenge of the Fallen reissues of Energon.
Mm-hmm. Well, they weren't released as a gift set in the United States, only in Japan.
Wait, what word?
The Energon figures.
Oh yeah, and then Walmart got a Devastator.
I guess they were considered to be gift sets in later reissues, but originally they weren't.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because I remember having a bitch of a time trying to track down a full, what was that one? Superion.
Mm-hmm.
I could only find 2 of the limbs. But yeah, I don't really care. I don't really read about in the forums what people say about them or not because really I only care about my own opinion. And because I'm not going to really let a bunch of people influence my opinion, but because I think it looks awesome.
Oh, I agree. I'm just very active.
It looks
like
it has a lot of articulation. It looks very G1 inspired with just a modern twist.
Mm-hmm.
I like each individual figures can pretty much stand on its own. They're just a little bit on the simple side.
Mm-hmm.
But the big show is of course Bruticus and did they say at Toy Fair how big he is?
Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing a little above 2 deluxes tall.
Nah, that seems a little bit small to me.
Me too, but I mean, the legs look like 2 vehicles, and then you have pretty much, for the most part, a smaller deluxe is the torso, and then you have a little bit of extension in the thigh. So
I'd really, really want to see a size comparison between this and anything.
I would too.
Because I don't know where I read it at. Maybe it was at some interview from Toy Fair. But I think they said maybe that they're aiming for a Predaking size.
That'd be pretty good. I would totally dig that. That'd be huge.
Yeah, Predaking was the biggest G1 combiner out there because it was never meant to actually be a Transformer. It was meant to be with a Sentai.
Yeah.
So it naturally had kind of a bulkier, bigger look to it. So I'm really excited for this full deluxe combiner. I think it would actually fit pretty well with the Prime toys as well, since supposedly these lines are connected.
Yeah.
But I still don't buy it. But I think the look of the figures actually look pretty good. Now on to the actual star of the show, and that were the Prime toys.
And a lot of them weren't that good.
No. Well, a lot of them were ones that we saw before, and some of the ones that we have now. Big surprise you and I discussed before the new modes RC. We actually tried to get to talk about this last week, but our show kind of derailed. And
Kinda.
kinda. And the new RC actually looks pretty good.
Better than first edition.
It looks more coherent. The backpack looks great. It actually folds. The rear tire actually kind of folds around and flips onto her back. No handlebars sticking behind her head, so you don't have to grab a hold of them when you're doing that. And and it actually has the ports on her arms, so you can actually take the blades from the first edition one and put them on there. I'm assuming.
I don't know who's gonna do that, but
I would.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that big ass gun though.
Sorry, my cat is trying to get into a flower having water, and
What's your cat's name?
Captain.
Captain Morgan.
Not Captain Morgan, Captain. Oh, now he's on one of my Transformer shelves. He's being an asshole. Anyway, go on. If you just hear rustling, it's a fight.
I mean, yeah, the RC does have some very, very similar features as far as the legs look very, very similar. That was the biggest argument that we're thinking that it was the same figures because you could see the two pegs coming off to the side of her thigh, and from that very small picture, it looked exactly the same. But up close, it looks really good. My only complaint is that it doesn't have an Autobot symbol on her chest.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, that's very nitpicky, but other than that, it looks good. We got official.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, official picture of Ratchet. I didn't know that Ratchet actually came with those blades. That he used in the first Darkness Rising special, which I think actually makes me like the figure a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll be getting it. It just looks mediocre at best.
True.
And then there's the new Voyager class bulkhead figure, which looks goofy as all fuck. I mean, what the hell happened here? It looks just the way if the chest forms, it looks like I don't even know how to describe it.
The legs, the lower half look really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the arms look pretty gorilla-y, but whatever. The chest and the face, what the fuck?
It looks like a play school toy.
It does, it's not as bad as
You can tell exactly how it transforms. The rear bumper flips out, the roof collapses, the doors swing around. That's it.
And you do something with the arms and legs.
Yeah.
And also, the best thing, have you seen the official picture for the vehicle mode?
Right now, I'm looking at it.
People complained about the ball mace, on the back of the first edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the fuck is all going on there? What is even that little other black piece? Is it supposed to be a jackhammer or something?
No, that extra weapon. It looks kind of neat, but no, I don't think it really does anything.
Spiked hammer or something? I don't know.
It looks like a meat grinder, a meat pounder.
It does.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and that's all I want. All I wanted was a decent bulkhead for the main line. I guess that's too much to ask because now I'm having to sacrifice something so I can get one or two.
Are you not allowed to tell them what you're giving, or you just don't want to?
I don't want to, because it pains me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you have to trade that for these.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone who wants BotCon toys for a cliff jumper. I thought that was a little much.
Okay, and next is the Voyager class Starscream.
You also were wanting a good figure.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm definitely getting the deluxe one now.
Pop the mech tech off of the jet mode. The jet mode actually looks pretty sweet. That robot mode, the limbs and stuff look fine, but there's something really wrong with that chest, and that face looks derp as fuck. I love how that face looks because it looks so stupid.
And they didn't even get his forehead crest red.
Nope.
Those sons of bitches.
And he has dark energon in his forearms.
Yay. No, I pass.
Also, Knockout doesn't seem to be improving at all.
I actually, that's one figure that I missed. I could not find any pictures of him from BotCon, not BotCon, Toy Fair.
Really, I can get you one real quick. They have
All
them on
right,
Cybertron, whatever I call it,
Cybertron.
Cybertron.
Speaking of Cybertron, I've been watching the shout release of Transformers Headmasters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How's that going?
I like it a lot. I've only seen bits and pieces throughout the years, and I like it a lot. My wife got it to me for an early Valentine's Day present.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Master Force is coming out next week, or not next week. I wish next month. I'll be getting that too. And
I'd like to get those, but money.
They're not expensive. They're only about $24 a set.
Yeah, but I went into for Valentine's Day Monday. Me and the significant other went to the mall. I walked in the mall with $80. I left with $13. So.
Yeah, women can do that.
It wasn't even. See, the thing is, though, I didn't even really get anything that expensive. Like,
oh, can you give me this cookie?
Yeah,
I want this cookie. Oh, can we go play a video game? I want to go to the arcade.
Dude, I wish I had a girlfriend that was like, let's go to an arcade. That'd be kind of awesome. But
my wife likes to go to GameWorks every now and then.
My girlfriend loves The Legend of Zelda. Loves it.
My wife likes Sonic.
Really?
She tried to watch me play Skyrim every now and then. She's like, she just looks at it with the most dumbfounded look on her face and be like, I say to her, like, what? She's like, I don't have any fucking idea what you're doing right now. I was like, I'm bartering. I'm trading this gold for, I'm exchanging this shield for some gold so I can save up to buy a new weapon. I'm like, and she just looks at me like, okay, you have fun with that. I'm going to go watch Teen Mom.
Oh, shit. Everyone loses there. But
yeah.
what were we talking about?
She loves Teen Mom. In fact, she's watching that right now. She's watching
season 3 premiere.
I think she said the finale.
But yeah, it wasn't even that much. Like, I bought an incense holder, 2 new sets of plugs, which are like $24, and maybe $32 of that altogether, and dinner. And we saw the movie Chronicle, which, by the way, go see that movie.
I want to see that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, that movie is incredible.
I saw a Safe House.
How'd that go?
Denzel and Ryan Reynolds. That was a pretty badass movie. I liked it a lot.
That's pretty cool.
I went into it with no expectations because it was one my wife wanted to see, and I like Denzel. Ryan Reynolds is pretty cool. And in most Ryan Reynolds movies, he's usually kind of a smart-ass character.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this one. He's a pretty straightforward guy, and it's very believable. It's a very, very, very good movie. Denzel's a fucking badass, too.
Let me throw out real quick. There's a holy shit, they're making. Oh, I'll go on this in a second. Real quick, let's just. I would say real quick why you should see Chronicle. The entire movie. You know movies like Cloverfield and Blair Witch, to where it's taken entirely from a video camera.
I love movies like that, like Paranormal Activity. I love those movies.
This one takes that entire concept and evolves it. It's not just one camera. They use any camera. Yeah, they kind of MacGuffin it because there's a girl in there who like blogs, so sometimes it's from her camera, but they kind of MacGuffin it, but they do it in the best of ways. And near the end, it's kind of a given from the trailers. There's not really a spoiler. One of the kids goes crazy. There's a part near the end. This is not spoiling anything, so don't worry. Where he's going crazy at? They're in Seattle, Washington. So he goes up to the Sky Needle, and he's the one with the camera initially, and everyone in the Needle, you see just from one of the cameras, you can tell from someone in the back that they're all recording it. Pretty much iPads, iPod stuff. He blows out the windows, takes all their cameras, and just circles himself with them. And that shot keeps switching shots from different cameras surrounding him. And it just looks amazing. Huh. So, I don't know. I think they're really creative with that movie. So, go see it.
I do plan on seeing it, but I'll probably not be able to see it in theaters. I'll probably be seeing it when it comes to DVD.
Oh, I hope you have a good TV when it comes to DVD.
Oh, I will. I'll have a good TV this weekend.
Oh well,
biatch.
hopefully it doesn't come out tomorrow because
Oh,
then you're fucked.
well, it won't.
All right, well, Toy
Something
Fair.
else. Back to Toy Fair. Something else obscure that was released that I'm really looking forward to, and that is the Optimus Maximus.
I'm looking at a picture of that right now.
I think that thing looks fucking cool.
Looks cool. I don't really care for it personally, but for people who are into that,
I mean, it
it's cool.
has a base mode. Apparently, the Cyberverse Optimus can actually get inside it and kind of be
And
like,
pilot it.
yeah. It's a big homage to the G1 Star Convoy figure,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
is one of my favorite figures of all time. And when that was released for the reissue line, that was like my dream come true. Yeah, someone said that it's going to be somewhere between a ultimate and a supreme class size.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking big, and I'm digging it. It looks pretty cool. Looks very mechanical.
Don't get your hopes up. It might not get released.
Not good. That's not no happy Jesse.
I'm being dead serious. I'm actually not really getting my hopes up for anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the next figures I don't care if they get released or not, and that is the quote unquote weaponizer leader class figures.
Yeah.
Leader class Optimus. Vehicle mode looks okay. I mean, for what it is, it looks okay.
Uh-huh.
The robot mode looks like looks like a McDonald's version of the first edition figure, just shinier.
It doesn't look awful. These weaponizers aren't that bad. I just don't care for them at all.
His gun's way too small for his hand.
Yeah, it looked like they put like the deluxe weapon in his hand. I realized that too.
And it looks like, if you look at his legs, it looks like a shark took a bite out of him because it looks like it just has a huge
Who knows that?
chunk missing.
Oh god, I see it now.
And his head looks weird. I don't know.
Bumblebee doesn't look that bad, but
He looks spindly.
yeah, that's my problem with most Bumblebee toys from Prime. Bumblebee in the show is not small. He's bulky. He's pretty big. But
The
none of
first
these real.
the first edition version of Bumblebee got the bulky look down.
Yeah, better than RAD and the I almost said Voyager, the Weaponizer.
Once again, Bumblebee took a leader spot. I would have much rather seen a Megatron. Even though I really do love the Voyager class one, I'm perfectly happy with it. I think Optimus and Megatron would have been perfect spots for them.
Yeah.
Not Optimus and Bumblefuck.
Real quick, I'm gonna go into the shit no one really cares about, Creo and Bot
Alright,
Shots.
I'm going to take a nap.
All right. Well, pretty much Creo. Just I don't collect Creo. Like I have like 4 of the little Creos: the Optimus Prime, Mirage, Jazz, and Bumblebee. And I never even opened Jazz or Mirage. And I have a set of the gigantic Optimus Prime without his Creons and without the instructions that I got at the thrift store. And I also have Ratchet that I never opened. But Creo is just that thing I like to look at. It's just neat. Though the new Creo, they're bringing Creo back, but they're doing really weird shit that I like. The new Creons are based off Prime now. So now we have little Creons of, say, we have Viacons, we have Knockout, Cliff Jumper, Megatron, Bumblebee from Prime, Optimus from Prime, and stuff like that. So that's fun. But we're getting some really obscure shit from Creo. We're getting a Devastator that's, I think, 4 or 5 robots. And he just looks kind of fun. He has like a weird digger hand, and he has like a drill arm, which is an homage to something pretty funny. And it just looks cool. We also had this like smaller deluxe, or not deluxe, but deluxe sized Optimus and Megatron 2-pack, which is cool. And we're getting a Vortex that looks like it has a weird G2 color scheme. It looks weird. But I like where Creo's going. They're doing the obscure. So that's exactly what Creo is. So, and Bot Shots. The only thing I really want to say about Bot Shots is they look interesting, fun for kids. But apparently they're making a pack of a 3-pack or a super value, whatever. This 2-pack comes with a Nemesis Prime and a Black Megatron. That's kind of cool to see in the mainline Transformers that you can go buy at Target. And the little super value figure is a repaint of Starscream into Acid Storm. So that's obscure. Transformers is looking to be obscure this year. So I'm gonna wake Jesse up here and hey Jesse, hey,
What?
hey,
Pussy farts. What?
um, yeah,
Okay. Are you
Good.
done? All right. Toy Fair overall kind of disappointing. I mean, not a whole lot of new shit.
Oh wait, real quick,
Oh
real
my
quick.
god. Okay.
Oh my god, something else about bot shots. Not really. How mad would you be if I interrupted you about an update on bot shots?
Fuck. All right, you must.
A new co-host is wanted. No, did you hear about the rumor that apparently Hasbro's planning 40 new Generations toys?
Yeah, that's kind of fucking awesome for
If that's
2013.
legit, they're going obscure as fuck. And what do I want? I don't even know what I want. I had a list
I
of
want
things I want.
Grimlock.
War for Cybertron?
Yeah, Fall of Cybertron.
Oh, well, what the fuck?
A
Yeah,
big ass fucking Grimlock.
I do too. And I also want a classics. Let me look at my classic shelf and see what's missing. I want classics Omega Supreme now.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't either. Anyway,
That's all I really would want. Thinking
I really
about
don't want
what the-
Omega Supreme.
Think about the classics that has come and gone in generations. Besides the obscure characters, maybe going into some of the Japanese only characters like Star Saber.
Yeah, or Overlord. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean they kind of tapped into comic series only characters with Straxus and some other one I can't think of.
Straxus and Drift.
Yeah, yeah.
Sky Shadow kind of was also a Japanese one, so or Black Shadow, I should say.
Yeah, Generations. No Darker Than the Moon toys except for the movie trilogy Optimus Prime, which we already saw, which is the deluxe one with a Chronicles trailer onto it. I'll probably get that just for collector's sake. But
Yeah,
still fucking irks me. No Leader Megatron. I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna cry like a little bitch about it now.
Now I get to slowly move some Decepticons into the space where Deluxe Soundwave would have stood if I could find him anywhere.
Speaking of movie, a little segue. Transformers 4 officially announced.
Woo! Not really.
June 29th, 2014. So 3
Woo!
years 3 years away from Dark of the Moon, 2.5 years away from now. And it's going to be a reboot.
Woo!
Meh. I mean, that's the only way I could really see it go. Really?
This is either gonna go really well or really bad.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is Michael Bay's coming back, so he kind of gets to fuck with it now a little bit. To all right, what do I want to do differently? So that's kind of cool. Then again, though, we're gonna have a different writer from the first one. I really doubt they're gonna do the Allspark again. So I hope not. But this means they could kind of go 86 route. First movie, fuck Optimus, he's dead. Here comes Rodimus. But I doubt it.
It's really interesting. You can speculate a whole day about what you'd want or what you think is going to happen.
I'm not even gonna start that.
They said they would. Optimus is a kind of a fucking no-brainer that he would have some appearance because him and Bumblebee. They said that Optimus and Bumblebee would be in there because those are pretty much the most two popular robots from the whole movie line.
Yep.
Bumblebee more so just because of the kid appeal and Optimus
I like
for
Bumblebee.
the name. Huh?
I like Bumblebee.
Mommy, I want another Bumblebee figure.
Again? Again? Yeah, I want Bumblebee. Again? God damn it. This one's $50 fucking dollars.
Get it for me, you bitch.
And around the final days of Revenge of the Fallen at a Walmart, I saw this 4-year-old run into the Transformers aisle, grab a Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime that was half his body, and run out screaming, "Mommy, mommy!" And he never came back. So I think he got it, and I think to this day it's sitting in his corner, all fucked up, going, "Transform me!" And the mom's going, "No, never again." So anyway, Transformers 4. This is going to be interesting because it's coming from the same people that made the originals. What's weird is though the fact that it's cool, weird, bad. It's everything that you could imagine coming out of it. I thought a reboot would be weird because well, you're changing designs and probably some characters. The cool thing is we get to go into it with the same minds but different ideas. And
I,
I'm really
I, I, s- I still really, really would have liked to see them continue on the original movie story.
I would have too. My whole thing is I would have liked it if they did it right. The thing is, I don't think they could have done it right.
Because, yeah,
Quote
that,
unquote right, whatever I think is
mhm.
right.
Because I already have a lot of, not just like, obviously product wise, but I already feel for these characters as far as like the movie versus Optimus Prime.
Mhm.
I'm really invested in towards that character because he's a great Optimus Prime. I love him. Just his personality is awesome. I mean, I from his background, you have his history. I mean,
No,
he killed his mentor. So you're already kind of emotionally invested into this really kind of tragic character almost.
kind of thinking about it, he has the past, the present, and the future, and the entire sake of a Decepticon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in here, kill as many as I can, then kill my teacher. He's like a Sith. Man, Optimus when Megatron stabbed him. No, Darth Vader when he's overthrowing Darth Sidious, and
No.
the amazing
Oh,
edits.
oh man. I saw Star Wars Episode 1
Oh, you
with
did.
my niece, yeah. I fell asleep.
I dozed off a little bit too.
Yeah, I
Real
did.
bad.
I fell asleep a couple times, and there during the parts where I'm like, I know what happens. I'm gonna close my eyes and relax. I'm tired. And my niece was like, she thought I was sleeping. I said I wasn't.
You were.
I was, and she's like, I have no idea what's going on, and they're talking about trading. I'm like, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. And I think I missed pretty much the whole pod race.
I fell asleep during that part twice. The movie's good. Don't get us wrong. It's just boring.
That's the thing. Um, I, I think the movie got worse because I don't remember the movie being that bad.
Really, you think so? I
I
think. Or
think it
you just.
has because from what my mind's memory made it out to be, this movie kind of fucking sucks.
I just enjoyed it more because I just went into it with like all right, I haven't seen episode 1. No, 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 no. The reason though, like I said before, there are things clicked in this movie for me that I never have. I think the reason was because I could never sit through this movie because it was so boring. So I never caught certain things, like how much Anakin was really in it, and
I thought the 3D in it sucked.
I didn't care for 3D at all. What I did like though, I'll say it again, how they animated Yoda. I like that.
Yeah, I mean that worked pretty well, but it's also mixed. It worked and it didn't work. It made Yoda look great.
When he walked
It
though,
made everything else suck in comparison because it's modern CG for Yoda, while the like the fucking
the
race
pod
the
race guys,
yeah, and the racist people that live under the sea, that was
they're
1999 computer technology.
the racist people that live
I mean, what with the Goongas?
the Gungans.
Gungans. Okay, today. Um, yeah,
They're dead here, dead at the core.
they all looked like shit. The only time that I thought the 3D worked was the opening, where you see Lucasfilm and it's popping out from the screen, and then you see the scrolling text. That shit looked good, but then I took off my glasses a couple times throughout the movie, and it looked. I mean, so much of that movie was not actually 3D. And
Really?
oh yeah, and it just when the scenes that were normal, like everything else would be normal, but then like there'd be something blurry in the background. That happened throughout so much of the movie. I felt so ripped off.
I was too tired to take because normally I do test the 3D like Transformers 3. I did that a lot, and it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I did that with Avatar to where because Avatar being like one of the first big 3D movies, I think that was my first 3D movie in theaters. It hurt my eyes, so a couple times I had to take off my glasses, and that hurt for a second. And then putting them back on, it was like, oh my god.
Well, it probably
So
didn't hurt that a movie sucked in general.
which one?
Oh wait, I'm thinking. I'm not thinking.
Dude, if I've never
I'm
even
th- I'm
seen
th-
The
I'm-
Last Airbender, don't
okay.
even play about it.
Yeah. Uh,
Actually, my friend Lily yelled at a guy in the before because we were at the midnight early, so we got there early and there's people gathering. There was this guy dressed up as a Jedi, more of an Anakin outfit, but he had short hair, and he was about 3 rows ahead of us. And my friend Lily is a huge, Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, and and she hears the guy go, yeah, I like the movie, but I didn't care for the effects of The Last Airbender. And she was like, "What? Did you hear that he said?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know, Lily, calm down." And she looked up and I was like, "Hey, what'd you say?" And he was like, "Oh, I didn't like the special effects." And she's like, "You know what I didn't like about that movie? The plot." And she got on his ass about it, and he was like, "I'm sorry." And she was like, "Yeah, whatever. The movie's awful." And he
I
started talking
I
about the visual effects for Transformers 3, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I liked the Avatar: Last Airbender cartoon. I thought that was a really fun show.
It was, but the movie.
I watched it with a good friend of mine. I watched the whole series, and I thought it was really cool. Just the movie, my God.
I never saw the movie, and the only time I saw Dragon Ball Evolution was when I
I
went.
walked out of the Last Airbender, and I've only done that for one other time.
What was that for?
It was for Saw 3.
Really? You thought Saw 3 was that awful?
Yes, I thought Saw 3 sucked. That's when I stopped watching the Saw movies.
3
Saw,
wasn't that bad. I thought Saw 4 was pretty bad.
I don't even know what happened.
I never liked Saw that much, and then they made Saw 7, the final chapter, and now they're trying to get Saw to come back. So fuck it.
Fuck Saw. Saw 1 was brilliant. Saw 2 is pretty cool. Saw 3, I was like,
Well, pretty much how I saw Dragon Ball Evolution was I went to a convention, MatsuriCon in Columbus, Ohio, and pretty much what happened, they had guests there, and they had some voice actors from Dragon Ball Z. They had Sonny Strait, who was Krillin, and I think Tom from Toonami, and they had Kyle Hebert, who voices Teen Gohan and was the original narrator for the American dub Dragon Ball Z. And what he did for panels at conventions was he brought Dragon Ball Evolution with him. He put on a DVD player and he dubbed over it. He put his own commentary onto it, ragging on the movie the entire time.
now that would be entertaining.
Oh, it was.
Because I was a huge Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
Because Transformers was pretty much put back in its place throughout my my school days because Dragon Ball was number one for the longest time, even though Transformers was first. Then Dragon Ball came in and kind of invaded my life for a while, for many years actually.
Yeah.
And then back to Transformers when I was I don't know, out of college, I think, which was 2004.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, something like that. And that's when Transformers really became back into my life full force. And I still like Dragon Ball. Don't get me wrong, I still get figures every now and then. But me and my best friend at the time, we would have DBZ Day, which is where we basically go looking around, get the new Dragon Ball Z toys, get tapes, get to see if we can get the newest manga at volume. They would go back to either my apartment or his and would watch the tape because VHSs, that was the cheapest way to get episodes. I mean, they had DVDs, but they're so cheap. I mean, they're so expensive at the time.
Yeah.
So I just got VHS because they're only like $10 for 5 episodes. That was and plus when you line them up, you get a pretty cool fucking picture of
Yeah,
all
I
with
remember
all
that.
them.
I have a couple of those
Yeah,
from the
I
same
had
site.
every fucking single one of them.
Had or have?
I
Aw.
got rid of them all because I just didn't care because actually I got the yellow box.
Oh yeah.
Because that's why I got rid of them all. Um, but yeah, I mean,
Me and my friends kind of do that now. We don't really have a day for it, but me and my friends, I have a group of friends pretty much consisting of 6 people, which involve my girlfriend, and Lily, and my dude Chris and his lady friend Hannah. We pretty much go to Hannah's house, and we'll pretty much just hang out. We watch Studio Ghibli all day, listen to music, and whenever we have a ride somewhere, we'll go to just a bookstore and leave with kind of a couple arms of manga. So
isn't there a new Studio Ghibli movie that's coming out in theaters?
the mystery of something. We also have plans to go see that. We wanted to go see the new Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movie, but I think we missed it. We all went and saw the new Pokemon movie when it came out, and and me and Chris, just today, he was like, "Hey, you read the Naruto?" Real quick, I just want to throw out there for anyone who's like, "Oh God." We're definitely not the anime fans. We're like Naruto. We're the fans that are just like kind of roll with it. Like, oh, this is pretty sweet. And just real quick, me and Jesse talk about this because he knows he does not like Naruto because he is that stereotypical Naruto hater. Hate to say it, but I want here real quick, Jesse. Give me a legitimate reason why Naruto's bad.
I broke up my friendship with my best friend.
Non-personal.
Non-personal. Okay.
It's only that, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. That's really the reason why I refuse to watch it. But
I do see the faults of it.
I don't find it interesting at all. I mean, I've watched it. I've watched a few episodes here and there. I just can't get. I just watch them like, okay, I don't care about these people or what they're doing.
Well, Naruto is just a huge like I don't know. I remember when back in like '05 when it came to the States, I was like, huh. I wonder how I was at my friend's house and they're like, "Oh, Naruto's coming on." My friend who he kind of wasn't really my friend, but I kind of I still hold him to a high like, cuz he introduced me to anime pretty much to where I'd go over to his house and in his office of his house, he had a wall stacked full of Gundam models that he made, and at this time he was like I think a year younger than me, and he had perfect grade and master grade Gundams that he built and painted. He collected Bionicle, and I went to his house. He had some Dragon Ball Z, rare Dragon Ball Z figures, and he had anime posters, and he taught me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh legitimately, tournament rules, and really cool. He pretty much got me into anime, and he introduced Naruto to me one day on the internet, and I was like, wow, that looks really dumb. And then we went to my other friend's house, who I'm not really friends with them anymore, but still cool. At least one of them is. And they're like, "Oh, Naruto's about to come on," and I was like, "Wow, this looks really dumb." And we watched one episode. And this is back in the good old days of Toonami, and we watched one episode. And at the end of it, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go home." And I went home and watched the other 2 new episodes. And from that day on, every single day, or every single Saturday about 9, I was in my game chair watching Naruto. And then my friends gave me some manga for Naruto, and I was super confused. But then I got the hang of it. And then I failed middle school pretty much. I didn't fail middle school, but I did poorly in middle school because every single day I would bring manga and Shonen Jumps and just have fun. And I doodle and stuff in manga too, so it is kind of a bigger part of what I do. I just don't broadcast it that much on the internet. On the internet, it's more
I need
like
to show you some of my old Dragon Ball Z drawings.
I
I used to be really a perfectionist when it came to drawings because I'm not kidding you. I probably have a few hundred pictures that were perfectly good except for one little detail. Then I'll just throw them away and start from scratch.
I have sketchbooks upon sketchbooks upon sketchbooks stacked on my nightstand. And the thing is though, like this really sucks because I have, the compassion, I have the want to want to be a manga artist or want to draw like this. It's just you get like you draw one thing and something goes wrong with it, but then everything else you draw after that from just that image is stuck there, and your drawings become a blemish. And that happened to me recently, to where all my drawings, and I mainly doodle because recently I haven't had time to actually draw, but pretty much the doodles. And so what I'll do is I'll carry around and show and jump, and whenever my drawing kind of goes astray, I'll like flick open to some random page. And it's kind of like, all right, that's, and I'll erase about half of it and just kind of, it's just for a little inspiration to kind of, just whenever I start to derail. But I just really wish I could draw better. I really do. Um,
I'm looking.
but
Here's where's the chat? Here's old Vegeta I did back in the day.
I have a Vegeta. It's really scratchy, but maybe oh, that's awesome. I like how man, now I want to upload some of my drawings to Twitvic or Frogger, whatever the fuck it's called. Y Frog. That's awesome. How I kind of want to talk about this, but we're gonna stray off for a long time if I start asking questions.
I mean, and here's a Goku.
I'm gonna take a picture right now of a Goku I did recently. I gotta show you this, and I was proud of this. I did this the day after I went to a Blick Art store and got some new stuff. If I can reach it without unplugging my headset. Oh, that's what, actually. There goes my friend's painting. Also, recently I did buy a new manga. I got Immortal Rain, which is an amazing story. Yeah, like me and my friends will talk about stories, and I have story ideas. I'm definitely not going to talk about them on the internet because someone could very much take them. So until we get them patented, we're not going to do anything at conventions or anything with them. But let me open this up. And this is a Goku I did recently. You'll see in just a couple of minutes or a minute or so.
And there's a Piccolo I did.
Have these always been up here? Or
Huh?
these always been on the internet?
Yeah.
Damn. You never told me. We need to talk about this. I think it'd be really awesome for you to talk about this type of stuff.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to go through my photo bucket, but it won't scroll down.
I never put them on the photo bucket, but that Goku's kind of nice. I said, oh, this pet line too. Nice. If you go to my Twitter, there's a new picture.
Okay.
That's a Goku I did about a month or so ago. Oh, that Piccolo's nice. I like how he's kind of lined with the shading.
Oh yeah. That's a good. You did actually put in the shading on his knuckles and everything. See, that's the one thing about my Dragon Ball Z drawings. I've refused to do Super Saiyans.
Really, why's that?
Too cliche.
Oh, because of the gigantic anime hair?
No, cliche. It's too cliche to draw Dragon Ball Z characters in their Super Saiyan form. I always went for their more natural form. They're more natural, because the time when I really liked Dragon Ball the most was at the very end of the actual Dragon Ball original series.
Yeah,
when it was
before Saiyans.
Goku versus Piccolo at the tournament.
Yeah,
that's my favorite fight of all. I mean, it was natural martial art. It wasn't anything about the whole Super Saiyan, where it was just the Saiyans were basically the only ones that could really fight at the end. When at the end of Dragon Ball, I mean, Tien was a relevant character. Piccolo was a badass, really. And Krillin was still a good fighter at that point. And especially Yamcha. Yamcha was still pretty relevant at that time. It was not just about the fucking Saiyans and then, every Saiyan in the series has to be Super Saiyan now. Besides Pan. She's a bitch. Fuck her. But,
oh, don't talk about GT.
she was in Z.
When?
At the very end.
Oh, at the very end. You're talking about the fucking when Goku has like a blue outfit and shit.
I actually like that. I actually have a couple figures of him in that outfit. I actually dig that.
I heard they come out with a new one. I saw something before that, but
well, They released a OVA of Dragon Ball Z that takes place between the Buu saga and the very end tournament when Goten and Trunks grew up, and they fight some lost enemy that was trained under Frieza, and
Weird.
it was done very modernized, so it was kind of weird, but it had the original voice actors. But the backgrounds and everything looked it almost looked like Winnie the Pooh animation. I didn't care for it that much. But even then, at the end, it was like, in a battle that was forgotten in time that no one ever cared about. So basically, this basically was telling me it was that nothing mattered in this.
That's the main thing OVAs because they had real quick talk about the story you don't like. Naruto had an OVA last year, pretty much to where it was Naruto and Sasuke's because right now in the story Naruto's ending really soon actually, for the most part, and um right now we're nearing the end of the battlefield because there's the gigantic war going on, and the OVA was of Naruto and Sasuke's quote unquote final ultimate battle. But the way it ended, though, it ended with Naruto waking up and Sasuke kind of just standing up. So it didn't really matter. They're gonna fight again then. So it really didn't make sense.
I'm so glad I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna. What are you doing tomorrow?
Watching my kids because my wife is going to a concert with her sister.
Well, once you get some time tomorrow, we should have a talk. Like, not actually, like, all right, you're in trouble. And I think talking about this anime and drawing and stuff.
We need to talk.
God damn it, Jesse.
What now?
What now, Dad? Sit down. I feel like sit down.
I caught you with the vacuum cleaner again, Jesse. I had to clean. I had to clean that up for hours.
Vacuum's broken too. Oh, that reminds me of a scene in Chronicle. Oh man, go see it. As soon as you see the movie, you'll remember. Oh yeah, Wyatt told me. Yeah, this is that scene. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow we should talk about this. I think this is a fun topic. But I feel we're dragging out now, and if people are still listening, what should the name be?
The password?
Yeah.
I don't know. You think of one.
All right. How about TN? Or no, something like a phrase. Something has to do with that.
Over 9,000.
That's cliche.
But
that's cliche.
You're cliche.
Hey, so what? People like cliche.
Cliche. Not cliche, cliche.
It's cliche to say cliche, so it's cliche. You have to be hipster about it. Come on, don't overthink these things. You're small time.
You're small time.
You're gonna be no time.
In no time.
In real time, you're gonna die. Okay, over 9,000 it is.
Hold on a second.
What? There he goes. Off again, talking to that family of his, acting like his family's more important than this show. What a joke.
What?
Just kidding. Let's listen.
I love you. Bye.
Oh, he loves her.
Yes. Fuck off.
Oh, no shit.
Okay, I'm back.
Just a heads up, we heard all of that.
Okay, good.
I also saw your Facebook post about how much you love your wife. Aw.
She actually did that.
Well, I know you do. So, aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she did that. Wink,
she
wink.
She did
aw.
actually. She does. She does that shit all the time.
Okay.
You can fuck off.
Hey, you know what?
What? No. So,
No.
tomorrow I'll be getting Prime figures.
Wait, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
My BBTS shipment will be in.
Oh, yeah, okay. Why do we record tonight then?
Because I asked you, and you said sure.
I didn't know yet they were coming tomorrow.
I mentioned it earlier today.
I wasn't paying
in the
attention.
recording.
I wasn't. You act like I pay attention to when you talk.
Oh well. Shit.
That came out really bad. It didn't really come out like a joke.
Shit just got real.
It's real for your heart. But all right. But yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, you'll have a lot. You'll. All right, that's cool then, because it'll be like when I got Prime. You'll have a lot to talk about. And all right, cool. That works out actually.
Now what?
Nope. Oh shit.
No, I don't. What?
The majestic Jesse speaks with his mate. They banter back and forth. It's kind of a tease, an aphrodisiac, if you will.
What? No.
Now they're using reverse psychology with the no.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
He's talking about Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Come on, get with it.
Yeah, you did. Kenna, go on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Yeah, Kenna, go fucking watch your Teen Mom shit.
Yeah, Team Mom shit.
Rewatch it.
I already watched it.
Watch it again.
Watch it again.
I'm gonna go masturbate.
No. I hope you
Some-
didn't hear that.
Something about that. I don't want to say it because I hope I misheard it.
Yeah, I'm glad this. Kenna, go away, please. My wife's very immature.
Oh, what did she say? I don't want to mishear it. What did she say?
You probably heard it right.
Was it that word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Now I have a sad.
I apologize for that, everyone.
I don't. I was having fun.
All right. I think that's a wrap. Anything
So bot
else?
shots. Real quick, bot shots.
No. No.
All right, the password is over 9,000 bot shots. There we go. Make it relevant.
Over 9,000 bot shots, because that's how many you'll see on the shelves.
That's how many I'm gonna buy. I probably won't buy one.
Nope. All
I'm
right.
okay.
So, if you haven't done so already, I don't know why you not, because I mention it every episode.
Me too. Come on, guys.
Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SSJAutobot.
Join the fun on Twitter at twitter.com/AnakinVader and subscribe to me on YouTube at AnakinVader.
And you actually just posted your video review of Optimus.
Yeah, which you seemingly retweeted because you bought the figure.
I think I'm allowed to do that.
No, you're not allowed to promote me. How dare you get me money?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Well, you should be sorry.
Okay. So, like I said, starting a
Thank
new
you,
job.
Jesse.
You're welcome, little bitch. Well, I starting this new job Monday, so the time will be opening up for me, and we'll have a more consistent schedule. Even though we've been getting pretty good about it.
We're getting shit done early this week.
Yeah, and it'll be just getting done time ahead, just because I had nothing else better to do. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
What happened?
And actually, someone offered me a spot on. I don't even know what this shit is. It's called Shoutcast.
Shoutcast.
Someone offered me a spot. Someone said. Okay. I own a Shoutcast server, and I was wondering if you would want a spot on the server to broadcast live while you guys are recording. And I asked him to clarify. I was like, the point that Shoutcast and Icecast servers are broadcast your voice and music over the internet for free. Well, most of the time. I don't even know what this guy is talking about.
I think he means like a to where they could watch us while we record or while we like a blog TV type of thing. I'm guessing.
I don't know. Maybe something we might need to look into, but I don't know where the
that's-
audience would be in that.
if you guys would like to see, I mean, we don't really do anything for the show. I just kind of sit here and play with figures and, you know, unless like today where we're showing off art, that's kind of fun. But it's
And
just
all you'd see is me with a big ass pair of headphones and a microphone in my face. That's all you'd see.
yeah, you'd see me here just like randomly texting people and just playing with figures. Like now, hear this plastic? Yeah, that's that first edition Optimus. Hey, think about it like this: when you get them, you'll be extremely happy. So you should appreciate the wait because it makes it worth it. Half the fun's in getting there. Remember that, son. Remember that.
Okay, Dad.
Okay, hey, the wait is for the vacuum cleaner.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. Once again, like I said, follow us Twitter. SSJRobot, Eddie
Twitter.
Invader. Twitter. Facebook.
Twitter.
No, not Facebook me. I only Facebook Wyatt because I can.
You can Facebook me. I don't care. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube, please. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.